Hi, welcome to Kelly's Kitchen. After a long day of slicing ischemic tissue, I like to slice into a loaf of sourdough. Whew, man, why don't you join me today as we get into some of the basics of sourdough etiquette. And remember, in Kelly's Kitchen, we're grateful for gluten, and every sour starts with a smile. Alright friends, as you can see, I've slipped into my sourdough sweatpants, and in our baking anticipation, I've found alternative carbohydrate sources from my brewery station. I encourage you to do the same. Let's take a peek at our loaf from earlier today. It's on its second rise in the refrigerator. I know a lot of folks out there are recommending a second rise under refrigeration for about an hour. I've had mine in there for anywhere from an hour and a half to 4 hours to 6 hours, plus or minus 2 or 3 days. It's not really sure. I like to take the approach of famous baker Johnny Cochran to free myself from the shackles of gluten gluttony. If you let it sit, you must have quit. That's my take on it. I know I'll get some. Leave a message in the comments below if you agree or disagree. We've also been getting a lot of feedback from folks saying, "Hey, Kelly, how do we get the scores that you have?" And I'm not talking about Wine Spectator, folks. No, I'm not. I'm talking about the designs on your gluten with the scoring of the blades, okay? So we're gonna do a little deep dive on that tonight, and hopefully we all kind of can share in the creativity. I'd love to see your designs. Be sure to include them in the comments below. Thanks to our friends at Reynolds Wrap for supporting today's vlog. We're going to directly place our loaf on the Reynolds Wrap. I have generously floured the inside of my basket here, as you can see. However, to really get that nice and really contrasting pattern on the loaf, I'm going to add a little bit of general purpose flour. Just kind of dust it on. I'm not going to rub it on because I don't want to compromise the fantastically beautiful bubbles that we have propagated properly on our luscious loaf. When it comes to scoring, I like to have two options. A number 7 scalpel blade works wonders. A 12 will do just dandy as well. However, our friends over at Baking Essentials on Amazon have sent us this nice little lathe to try out today, so we're gonna give it a shot. Now, a lot of folks from the Bay Area have been asking, how do we get these intricate patterns? Well, you know what? It's as simple as drag, draw, and drop. Drag, draw, and drop. We want to go deep enough to get through that refrigerated film that has developed. It's not really a film, it's just that kind of layer right here, that top layer, that creates a harder gluten surface on top of that doughy. So if we kind of spread this apart, we can really see that doughy inner layer. That's where you're gonna get that separation that is so desired. I'm gonna do a nice little dog leg left, dog leg right. Uncle David is what I like to call it, an Uncle David golf pattern. We're gonna go dog leg left, dog leg right, dog leg left, dog leg right, and I think I can get one more in, dog leg left. So we should have, whether you're a golf enthusiast or an agriculture nerd, it could look like a lynx pattern here, or if you're an ag type, might look like a 2-row malt wheat pattern. And then we should get a nice rise here off of this long score to form that classic sourdough ear. Our friends at Reynolds make it so easy that all I have to do is pull up the 4 corners, not unlike the 5 boroughs of New York, -1. Plop this sucker right into my Dutch oven here, I like to kind of spread it out, make sure that I'm not really compromising all that hard work we did with the lathe there. And then, you know what, I'll pull up my trauma shears that I may or may not have washed after, you know, cutting through some patience there earlier in the day. Get some of this excess Reynolds. And you know what? Reynolds is doing a fantastic recycling program. So instead of dumping this into the trash, put it directly back into your Reynolds wrap box, send it back to the manufacturer, pay $29.97 on shipping, and you know what? They'll turn it back into 96% post-consumer recycled Reynolds wrap. It's a fantastic program. Put your lid back on, and we have our oven ready already at 500 degrees. We're gonna put this puppy in and drop that back down immediately. Bake down to 450. All right, friends, the time is here for the big reveal. We've had this puppy in here, and I'm not gonna give away my exact secrets on the timing. However, this beautiful baby, dang nab, holy cannoli. All right, friends, I hope you had as much fun in my kitchen as I did having you with me. Don't forget, gluten's not the enemy, neither is time, nor are the rules. Throw all of the schedules and instruction manuals out the window. Have some fun and maintain 6 feet and 500 degrees between you and the next person. All right, enjoy.